efficiency gains? What happens to normal jobs that are become obsolete because of artificial intelligence? Think of cashiers or drivers. As artificial intelligence becomes a real alternative to physical labor in some of those areas, millions of people could be out of jobs. So who's going to retrain those people? Because if we don't figure that out, that there will be social unrest, or there could be social unrest because of joblessness. In terms of the markets, artificial intelligence clearly is getting a lot of support from the markets. But just like the internet in the late 90s, there was this promise of revenues growing rapidly. While the gains are clear to see in terms of their potential, the timing of them is impossible enough. And if that timing takes a lot longer than investors expect, I would expect to see pretty violent resetting of valuations and potentially some losses for investors along the way.
What does this look like for an investor who's keeping a close eye on the economy, the job market, let alone investing in AI itself? It seems like the risk you're outlining here could impact many markets.
The attractive part of it and the scary part of it is that there isn't a monopoly on intellect that could be used to develop artificial intelligence technologies. There is a shortage of semiconductors and chips, but artificial intelligence allows economies and countries, and potentially those adverse to the US, to develop certain technologies and skills through artificial intelligence that could be problematic from a geopolitical standpoint. In terms of what investors should be looking at from the economy, it's hard to really have a leading indicator. I think, unfortunately, from the job market perspective, we're going to be looking in the rearview mirror probably after it's too late. So it's really hard to kind of pinpoint what economic indicators we should be looking for.
How do you think about this in terms of how people are behaving right now? Do you think most investors out there are ignoring these risks?
I think most investors are intoxicated by the opportunity in artificial intelligence. $160 billion being spent this year. That's just one data point. Another data point is a $3 trillion market cap for NVIDIA against $80 billion of sales on a trailing 12-month basis. Obviously, a lot of growth is expected for NVIDIA and for other businesses in the space, but that is yet to materialize, and it's impossible to know what the scale will be of an NVIDIA or other players in the artificial intelligence ecosystem. I think investors are just so focused on the opportunity set, on what it can be. As a result, you don't really focus on the risks. You're sort of just too excited about the opportunity.
Oaktree co-CEO Armen Panossian speaking with our colleague Sonali Basak on the next big risk. You can catch the full episode now on The Terminal, Bloomberg.com, or on YouTube as well. We have more ahead on the Asia Trade. This is Bloomberg.